So my name's Mark Nottingham. I'm a PhD student in isotope cosmochemistry, and I'm working with the Earth and Solar System public engagement group. I'm basically looking at the early solar system and two different processes that happened while it was forming. Well, I think first and foremost, as any level of researcher, we kind of owe it to the public, because we're public funded, to give back to them and to present our research in a way that's accessible to everyone. And also particularly from the perspective of learning to do research and being a PhD student, learning effective communication and ways of explaining things that you wouldn't necessarily think of to different groups of people that have different experiences is very useful across the board. I can say doing a PhD does take a lot of time, but I think it's very important when you're doing a PhD to dedicate a fraction of that time to learning effective communication with people, and also from the perspective of being a researcher at any level, giving back to the people that fund your research in a way that's kind of quite approachable for them, and explaining things in different ways that you wouldn't necessarily think explaining to your peers is one of the most important aspects of learning research and communicating research. And so yeah, doing a PhD definitely takes a lot of time, but as part of doing a PhD you're learning to communicate research, and being able to communicate that to a public audience who have different experiences and kind of different approaches to thinking about things can give you a unique opportunity to try and explain your research in lots of different ways to different people, which is one of the most important parts of, in my mind, being a public researcher funded by a public body.